Counting on alum Hannah Duggar is back with a new update on Instagram. The 29-year-old mom has been documenting her life as a mother to 2 children. She likes to gush over Jeremiah for being an amazing partner. Many fans are also glad that the two are still keeping their followers in touch regarding their growing family. But Hannah caught the attention of many after showing signs of another pregnancy. Keep reading to see the shocking picture. Counting on, Hannah Duggar shares stunning photo with Jeremiah. One of Hannah's latest IG posts was about her Father's Day tribute to Jeremiah. The Counting on alum uploaded a beautiful photo of her family with the caption, "Happy Father's Day, J. I love that our girls smile and giggle the biggest when they see you, and that Bryn thinks every airplane she sees is you." Hannah later added that Jeremiah is an amazing dad, and her daughters love him so much. Jeremiah is currently a commercial pilot and a certified flight instructor. He also likes to bring his family to the airport where he works. Hannah hiding baby bump? In an Instagram post, Hannah Duggar shared pictures from the Wisman family's 4th of July celebration. "My favorite way to celebrate the 4th of July. It was such a fun week. United States," she captioned. Some of the photos include Hannah's siblings. But some Reddit users were skeptical about one photo where Hannah seemingly hides behind the woman next to her. According to the poster, it seems that Jeremiah's wife is hinting at pregnancy again. Others agreed and said they wouldn't be surprised if the Counting on alums were expecting again. "She's doing the infamous, hide my bump behind someone, pose." Far left, Hannah, Jer's wife. They had their second baby in February, like 14 months after the first, so could very well be pregnant again. The far left is Hannah, Jer's wife. They had their second child, Brielle, 14 months after their first child, Brinley. It looks like her natural stomach, as she had Brielle back in February, 5 months ago. However, I think that Hannah will announce their third pregnancy by the end of 2024. Could be a maternity shirt, could just be 2 babies back to back. Counting on, Hannah Duggar's brother dating another Duggar? Hannah also received comments from the same Reddit thread regarding the possibility that her brother, Stephen Wisman, is going to marry Jana Duggar. The speculations come after fans spotted a ring on Jana's engagement finger in her latest photo with John David Duggar. The Counting on alum has yet to address the speculation that she's getting married. But many assume that it will happen, especially after all the years that Jana and Stephen were reportedly linked. If you are looking for more Duggar family news, come back to Daily Update Gossip for all your updates. Hannah Duggar sat at the breakfast table in the expansive Duggar family home, her mind buzzing with thoughts. The house, a sprawling mansion in Tontatown, Arkansas, was never quiet. The laughter of children, the hum of activity, and the constant buzz of conversation created a lively symphony. Yet, amidst the joyful chaos, Hannah felt a growing tension within her. It had been a few weeks since she first noticed the subtle changes in her body. At first, she attributed the slight nausea and fatigue to the demands of caring for her large family. But as days turned into weeks, she couldn't ignore the telltale signs anymore. She was pregnant. Again. The news should have filled her with joy, but instead, it brought a wave of anxiety. Hannah was married to one of the Duggar brothers, and they already had 3 beautiful children. Each pregnancy had been a blessing. One morning, as Hannah stood in front of the mirror, she examined her reflection. Her baby bump was still small, but it was becoming noticeable. She carefully chose a loose-fitting dress that would help conceal it. As she smoothed the fabric over her stomach, a knock on the door startled her. "Hey, Hannah, you ready for breakfast?" It was Jessa, one of her sisters-in-law. "Coming." Hannah called back, taking a deep breath before stepping out of the bedroom. At the breakfast table, the family was gathered, as usual, engaged in lively conversation. Hannah joined in, trying to appear as normal as possible. She felt a pang of guilt for keeping the secret from everyone, especially since they had always been so close-knit. But the thought of the inevitable scrutiny and questions from the public and even within the family made her hesitant. Later that day, Hannah found herself in the kitchen with Michelle, her mother-in-law. Michelle was a pillar of strength and wisdom, always offering guidance and support. As they prepared lunch together, Michelle seemed to sense that something was on Hannah's mind. "Is everything okay, dear?" Michelle asked gently. Hannah hesitated, then nodded. "Yes, just a lot on my mind, that's all." Michelle gave her a knowing look but didn't press further. She understood that sometimes, people needed space to process their thoughts. As days turned into weeks, Hannah became more adept at hiding her baby bump. She wore looser clothing, strategically positioned herself behind furniture or other people during family gatherings, and avoided situations where her growing belly might be more noticeable. However, the secret weighed heavily on her. One afternoon, while taking a walk in the garden, she found herself deep in thought. She couldn't help but feel like she was deceiving her family and the viewers of their show. The Duggar family had always been open about their lives, sharing both the joys and challenges. Keeping this secret felt like a betrayal of that openness. That evening, Hannah sat down with Josiah after the children were asleep. They talked about her feelings, and Josiah listened intently, his eyes filled with concern and love. "I think it's time we tell the family," Hannah finally said, her voice trembling. "I can't keep this a secret any longer. It's not fair to anyone." Josiah nodded, reaching out to hold her hand. "We'll do it together. Whenever you're ready." The next morning, as the family gathered for breakfast, Hannah took a deep breath and stood up. Her heart raced, but she knew it was the right thing to do. "Everyone, I have something important to share," she began, her voice steady but filled with emotion. "Josiah and I are expecting another baby." There was a moment of stunned silence, and then the room erupted in cheers and congratulations. Michelle and Jim Bob hugged her tightly, and her sisters-in-law crowded around, offering their support and excitement. Hannah felt a wave of relief wash over her. The secret was out, and the burden she had been carrying for weeks was finally lifted. The family was overjoyed, and their support reassured her that she had made the right decision. As the news spread, the producers of Counting On approached Hannah and Josiah about documenting this new chapter in their lives. Hannah hesitated but ultimately agreed. She realized that sharing their journey, including the fears and anxieties, was an important part of their story. It was a reminder that even in the midst of joy, there could be moments of uncertainty, and that was okay.